mighty dark. Let's turn this.
Tilt it down. There you go.
Hey, let's see how this works out. All right, so welcome everybody. Yes, that looks much better now. So since we have moved the time and it is so much earlier now, y'all can't hardly see us. So I hope we're live. Yours hasn't popped up yet, has it?
There we go.
Okay, we think we're live now. Yay, so happy Halloween, everybody. It is October 31st, 2021 at 5 p.m. Eastern. I see a lot of y'all got the memos here. And like I said, happy Halloween. Yes, we have now moved to 5 p.m. Eastern, and we decided to try to dress up a little. So we got creative today and made our own outfits. Yeah. We're gonna let people guess what they think we dressed up as for Halloween. Let's stand up and model everything for everybody, babe.
All right.
So welcome. Hope y'all are all doing good. So,
Uh-oh. Spilling stuff already here.
Yep, got stuff everywhere. Don't worry about it. Come on. I told you, come on.
I gotta fix it.
All right, so first off, what do you think I am? I made my outfit today. Y'all taking a wild guess? What do you think it is? Keep it kid-friendly, people. Keep it kid-friendly. So here's your little hint. I'm holding the other end of my cord in my hand. Do y'all understand what I've made here? And here's Tiffany's outfit that we made today. The heck with buying outfits when you can get it. I think y'all can probably figure.
Pretty good job.
Yeah. I think y'all might be able to figure out which one this is. So yeah. So,
My favorite thing and something that he
yeah.
remember.
So here we go. Kind of corny. I get it. All right, let's sit down. All right, so yeah. You spend all this time making these things and a couple seconds showing off. So as y'all can see, I am an outlet because it's been a running joke on the channel that I always forget to plug my cord in for my tools. Yes, that happens a lot. And we made Tiffany into a Blackstone today because, well, she's always on a Blackstone.
Yep,
and I'm quite proud of that. Look, I even made the knobs with the little orange dials on it and everything. So yeah. Happy Halloween, everybody. Hopefully y'all getting lots of candy. We'll leave these on for a little bit because I'm sure people are going to jump on and go, what, y'all didn't dress up or didn't do nothing? No, we don't want to be putting this on off and on, but it's kind of aggravating to sit at the table with this right here. So hopefully you enjoy our outfits. We put a lot of time, energy, and effort into
Bullet
this.
does have something on too, but
Yeah,
he's
Bullet's
over there chilling by the fire.
Yeah,
So.
Bullet's enjoying the fire, and he's got him a little skeleton costume on, or handkerchief, or something like that. So, all right. So, yeah, everybody says they got Tiffany's. I would hope so. It kind of says what it is, y'all. Come on now. Oh, one B Turner says he totally missed it. Come on, man, the plug. You know how hard it is to find the little prongs and outlets? I wish they were silver, but gold's good enough, man.
If you hold it up like that, it just looks weird.
I got my cord and everything. Well, whatever. It is what it is. It's a plug, people. Goodness gracious. All right, so I see a lot of people talking about football and the NASCAR race and everything else. Thank y'all so much for spending your Halloween day with us. I'm sure we're probably going to get a lot less people than normal. People probably out with the kids tonight, getting candy, stealing the kids' candies, doing everything else. So we appreciate y'all spending your Sunday afternoon with us. And yes, some people may enjoy the new time change, 5 p.m. Eastern. Some people may not like it, but days are getting so short now. If we continue to do the 7 p.m. live stream, it's already been dark for a while here coming up. A lot of people trying to settle down and get ready for get the kids to school tomorrow or get to work. So this works so much better for us, especially the people on the East Coast. So hopefully y'all can tolerate the 5 p.m. Eastern change, at least through the winter. Then we'll move it back up once we spring forward come next spring. I even seen a couple people from across the pond, as I say, asking, did we actually spring back 2 hours? No, or fall back, excuse me. We haven't fell back at all on time, as a matter of fact. That's next weekend, and we only do 1 hour. So I see that y'all do that over there in the UK as well. I think that was Miss Carol that brought that up. Let's see here. Van Off Chris says she thought I was plumbing connectors. Well, it can be that too. I guess this kind of looks like a plumbing connector, but no, this is the extension cord right here, the thing I'm always forgetting to plug in. We tried to order some costumes last week and looked. We couldn't get nothing shipped in time. It was not going to happen. Once we kind of got the idea, we may do a little something for Halloween, but to be perfectly honest, we don't ever really celebrate Halloween. I don't know, maybe if we had kids or something, we would for the candy and stuff like that, but I don't know, Thanksgiving and a couple other holidays, kind of the main ones we focus on. So this is about as much dressed up as you're ever going to see us. right there. So, all right. So we got Mr. Jimmy in the house. Welcome, sir. Hopefully everything's good in your life. I see My Cluttered Garage has jumped on, Van Life with Crystal. So we got quite a few familiar faces. Mr. Doug's on tonight. Awesome. Welcome, Mr. Doug. Happy Halloween to everybody. Chris, Mr. Donald. So quite a few people there. I was just telling Crystal earlier too. Everybody got excited, but I bagged 5 like mount on the wall mosquitoes earlier with my electric fly swatter. I was out here trying to build these things right here, and the mosquitoes were swarming me. I was out here just going to town. I got 5 of them, 5. Oh goodness gracious. So you got Eric all the way in from Indianapolis. Logan says he thinks he made it. Yes, Logan, you're on. We see you. And thank you, Logan, for the hats that you sent out to me. I was wearing those recently in the firewood splitting video. So as you can see, we did a little bit of staging tonight for the firewood that we split this week. And got a couple little pumpkins back there that you can't hardly see. So this is, again, this is about as extravagant as we're going to get for Halloween. So enjoy the little bit of setup that we did right there. Oh, yes. So something, is he on?
I don't know. I haven't seen the name yet.
Is Maddox on? I hope Maddox is on.
Let us know, Maddox, if you're on here.
Maddox, are you on? AKA Jade Wiles, because he gets on under his mom's account. Y'all let me know if y'all see Maddox. Something I want to say to him. But yeah, I see everybody talking about prayers for Mr. Jimmy. His brother still isn't doing well, so absolutely we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers there. And Nicholas is starting things off there. Made a donation to us. Thank you so much. We truly do appreciate it. Every little bit helps pay for these costumes that we made today right here. So thank you very much for that. And I see we got people. Mr. Ron's on. I didn't think he was going to be able to make it. He said with the time change, but he's jumping in from Ontario, Canada. Appreciate you chatting with us. So as far as this past week went, it's been chaotic, y'all. I want to go ahead and forewarn y'all. Y'all are going to be getting a lot of videos over the next few days. I recorded multiple videos a day. So I'm actually built up and doing a ton of editing right now. I got quite a bit of content available. But you're going to hear me talk about for several days. In the next 2 days, we get spray foam. And again, that's because I recorded so many videos. So we've had some holdups this week. Spray foam, I'm giving y'all some spoiler alerts. Actually got pushed back quite a few days. But we do have some exciting stuff coming. And I'll go ahead and give y'all another spoiler alert. I like to let everybody know that gets on the live streams. This is y'all's little sneak peek. We finally got a drywall guy to come out. So I'm waiting to get the quote there. Hopefully the next day or two we have that. It's been an absolute struggle just to get anybody to show up, any drywall contractor. I can't even get people to return my phone calls. This is just unreal times right now. You're having to hunt people down and beg them to take your money. But luckily one guy did reach out, showed up, measured the whole thing out, so hopefully we're going to get a quote on that here before long. And HVAC company's already called. They're chomping at the bit, ready to go. The house is about to change dramatically here over the next week. And a lot of stuff y'all been requesting in the last few days, bug stuff and sealing up the house extra. I've already recorded those episodes. Some of y'all are nailing some stuff on the head. We're going to have some pretty cool episodes coming out in the next few days as well. So Mr. Doug, thank you very much, Mr. Doug. He says, Happy Halloween, made a very generous donation.
Thank you.
Hopefully you don't have to work tonight, Mr. Doug, and you get to enjoy your Halloween. I hope you run around your neighborhood and get all the candy your heart desires. All right, so let's go ahead and just tone it down a notch and ruin the Halloween. Lisa Kelley asked, what's for supper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had a long day, so we're going to do soup and sandwiches.
Yep. So, AKA, you get Tiffany on a Blackstone for supper.
I'm cooking a hamburger and a Philly steak and cheese right here.
Yeah. See, she's already cooking, y'all. So, actually, we're not going to cook tonight. We're just going to hang out with y'all. We've had a very busy weekend from Friday all the way up to today. A lot of running around, a lot of making things and stuff going on. We didn't really have time to prepare food tonight, to be perfectly honest with you. So it is going to be grilled cheese sandwiches and broccoli soup, which I think sounds perfect because it's nice and cool. We can sit by a fire. So it's not really live stream cooking material, to be honest with you. Hey, we're going to press the sandwich. All right, see y'all later. So, hey, we're going to hang out with you tonight. Yeah. We're just having candy for supper. What are you talking about? It's Halloween.
You almost did just only have candy last night.
Yeah, tell me
about it. You ate so
it.
much candy last night.
I don't ever get candy at home. She forbids candy at home. So we went over to some friends' cookout, and they had a big bowl of Halloween candy, and somehow the stuff kept, I don't know, empty wrappers kept showing up in front of me where I was sitting. So I don't know what happened. All right, so Mr. Donald says Diller stew. Nope, everybody keeps asking for that. And speaking of, somebody almost nailed it earlier. They kept asking, was Andrew going to dress up as an armadillo for Halloween? We actually, we did try that. And we even found an armadillo hat on Amazon, but it was a black armadillo, looked like a possum. They labeled it as armadillo.
Or like a rat or something.
Yeah,
it was weird.
It didn't really look like a good armadillo outfit. So I actually tried to find an armadillo outfit, and y'all would have never got that.
We're not that creative.
Yeah, I'm definitely not that creative. Well, I guess I could have shot one a week or so ago, let the vultures clean it out, and actually had a real armadillo hat on tonight, but I don't know if I'm quite that committed, y'all. I don't know about that at all. Let's see here. So David asked, are my wireless mics working okay? Yes, they are. You're probably asking because David's one that was very generous and sent those, and I haven't really used them recently. I should, but when I'm out there banging around in the house and working constantly, it's hard for me to use a wireless mic because GoPros require a several-step process to sync them up, and it's easy just to go to a GoPro and hit record. If and when I ever get my nice camera, I'm going to leave it on its own tripod with the wireless mic synced up for the times that I really want to talk and have y'all hear me clearly. Otherwise, it's really easy just to snatch a GoPro that's on a little mount and hit record, go to town, slam it around, not have the wireless mics on while I'm, banging around and nailing. So they're still working very, very well. And thank you so much for sending them. Anytime I try to really talk and get detailed is when I try to remember to pull those out. But a new camera will be coming eventually. Right now, I've got to absorb all the HVAC money, the door and window money, the spray foam money. Oh my goodness, I'm scared to death right now.
Yeah.
Me being the financial guy handling all our bills, it scares me to death every time money flies out like this. It's like, oh, it hurts. Doesn't matter if we have it or not, it just pains me. So I've got to get past these huge, many $1,000 expenses that's going on right now before I feel comfortable splurging for that camera that I keep telling you about that I should have had by now. So, Mr. Doug,
thank you
very much. He says, love the costumes. For anybody jumping on, I am, as weird as this looks, I am a plug because I always forget to plug my saw in. And we made Tiffany a Blackstone outfit. So, yeah, we made our own costumes today because, well, one, we couldn't get stuff shipped here in time. Maybe we're a little cheap. And it's nice to be creative. I like it. So, thank you very much, Mr. Doug. We truly do appreciate it. Well, let's see here. So Kevin says he's making Philly cheesesteaks right now. I'm assuming on his Blackstone because he always talks about cooking on it. And there was a comment that just scrolled by. Let me see here. Yeah, speaking of, is Cash on? And I have talked to Cash recently, so people are asking. Cash went through a lot of really bad storms this past week, and we went through too. So you're going to see a lot of episodes of me talking about bad weather and storms coming, even though the stuff's already passed. Again, I've got a lot of content. But Cash is good. I don't know if he made it tonight, but he and I have talked this week several times. Perfectly fine. I think they had some power situations and trees down, stuff like that. But California got a much needed rain. It was a blessing. However, they got like 8, 10, 12 inches of rain at a time, which is not the way you want to get it. But I guess you would rather get the bad weather and rain than keep going through all the forest fires that they went through a while. But he's doing really good, without a doubt he is. So Doug asked, did I get the coyote this morning that messed me up on the hunt? Well, I'll admit I did not. So I finally went hunting. That was actually a day or two ago. Finally went and got my butt in the tree stand, decided I was going to relax, do a little hunting. I don't think I was out there 1 hour after the sun come up. Beautiful morning. Squirrels start going crazy. Animals going crazy. I knew something was coming that shouldn't be. Coyote comes running out 300 and some odd yards away, the backside of the food plot. I can't get him to stop. I'm hollering, hey, I'm whistling, doing everything I can. Finally, I holler and scream so loud, he hears me, he stops. At that point, I'm not even really set up and ready. So a couple of random rifle rounds may have took off his direction. I think he ran to the next county as quick as he was getting out of there, but no, sadly, I did not get him. And I just went and pulled my game camera cards today. I've got y'all a special episode coming up there too. And there is several more coyotes on my game camera, all in daylight, running around, checking stuff out. So they're kind of back. Also, I had another bear encounter. I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all wait for the video to come out. I'm editing it right now. It was kind of funny the way that it happened.
Do I know about this one?
Yeah, I just told you the other day.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you'd already posted
It ain't attack me or nothing. I ain't gonna do no clickbait title. Almost killed by a bear. No, nothing like that. But it was pretty wild the way this happened. Like, I was talking to you on camera about to talk about bear stuff, and a bear comes running out in front of the tractor. So, yeah, you'll see my reaction on video. That's coming up. All right, see here. So Darren says he enjoys the wood chipping episode. Speaking of that, it is finally cool enough that we need to go back out and do some wood chipping. That's her favorite tractor attachment by far. My garden wood chips have just about composted themselves. I need, Bullet. A piece of wood fell out of the fire, and Bullet about flipped the chair over getting out of there. He's a little scaredy cat. It did not get him.
It's far away for sure.
Yeah. We'll get that put up there in a minute. Let it keep smoking and burning my grass. What was I saying? Oh, the wood chipper. Yes, it's time to do some more wood chipping, without a doubt. Get the garden top back off. We don't do a whole lot of wood chipping in the summer unless there's a lot of storm damage. What's that?
I'm gonna move it just so he don't.
Oh, okay. Well, you can't really pick it up.
I know. Move it over.
The tongs back there on the wood block. So we will start doing wood chipping. All that to say, we're going to start doing it. We just don't like sweating to death, stepping on snakes and everything else. Ticks, bugs, everything else in the summer. So, my goodness. So, Mr. David, thank you very much. Just made a very generous donation there. Thank you so much. And again, y'all, Mr. David is the one that was just so generous and sent those microphones out to us, like extremely nice mics. So, I appreciate all y'all's generosity. We've got Lowe's gift cards recently. Everybody's constantly thinking about us, sending nice cards, things out. So, thank y'all so much for that. We really do appreciate it. It means the world to us. And Chris asked, does the Blackstone have cheese on it? Dang it. I should have put an empty bag of cheese on it, because we emptied about 3 bags of cheese last night. We had a chili cookout over at a friend's because, well, it's what you do in Florida. When it finally cools off, everybody starts thinking about chili or cube steak and gravy. And we had a chili night, and we went through several bags of cheddar cheese. I should have saved one of the bags and stuck it to it. Don't worry, we'll cook with cheese for you, Chris. Actually, we're going to have broccoli and cheddar soup tonight. So there's your cheese. So, see, Apple just jumped on from southern Indiana. Welcome. And let's see here. Mr. Doug says he's having lag. I don't know. We've been really struggling here lately with the internet. Something has happened to the towers, because it's every single one of our phones will still have 4 bars from the booster, but our upload and download speeds have just went horrible here lately. I don't know what's going on. And we've even had people come out with their phones and different carriers, and they're having issues. So I've really got to think it's something going on with our tower. Hopefully everybody else is hearing us okay and we're not buffering too bad, but this is a struggle we're going to continue to have until we get Starlink in, or some other form of good type of internet. And speaking of that, Mr. Doug, have you heard anything on Starlink? I'm starting to hear now there's going to be delays for the South, because they have to launch way more satellites than was originally thought. A lot more people have signed up than they thought. And I guess it's a ton of low orbit satellites they have to launch just to cover our odd state down here in Florida, because it's so long and stretched out. So I hate hearing all that. I'm not so sure I'm going to get the satellite internet anytime soon the way it's sounding. So hopefully you get it. So Mr. Doug also asked what's happening on the house this coming up week. So a lot of the episodes you're going to see is me finalizing some stuff inside the house. You're not going to believe this, y'all, but I decided to add a little more electrical. Yep, I know. And I have something else crazy that I'm doing. Some of y'all are going to think I'm nuts. Some of y'all are going to think I'm smart. Again, I like those type of people that think that way. I don't want to spoil this one, but we're doing some last minute overdue is what I do type of things inside the house before we get the walls sealed up. We're preparing all the windows, all the openings, getting them sealed up and flashed in, because just as soon as spray foam's done, I want to start sticking windows in. Doors should show up any day. Our custom windows might be ready this week, for sure next week. So a lot of that stuff, and then obviously we'll get into soffits and siding on the house and keep working on that. But we're knocking out a final punch list of inside before those walls get sealed up. And like I said, I decided I need some more outlets, believe it or not, yeah. And some other stuff. I'm not even going to say. I want to see y'all's reaction. Some people are going to think I'm crazy when y'all see this video. And what else I decided to add in the house? It's backup from my backup. Let's just say that. Let's see here. So Mr. Jimmy's got to jump off. Says you got to go take care of his brother. We totally understand. Family comes first. You know, prayers for you. Absolutely, man. Go take care of family. That's first and foremost. We appreciate you jumping on and chatting with us, Mr. Jimmy. We do. So Doug says he's still waiting on Starlink. Hearing the same. Yep. I'm hating to hear that. We need good internet so bad to make these live streams work and to really speed up our uploading of videos and downloading of music and editing thumbnails online and all the other stuff I do for YouTube. But it is what it is. We're just going to have to wait until it's available to us. And Michael says your dog in the background's a hoot. Yeah, he's back there. If y'all can even see him, he just gave me a look like, what are you talking about? Trying to take him a little nap in his chair right there, but he's all about that fire. Actually, he was sitting by the fire earlier today before it was even lit, as in saying, I'm freezing, light me a fire, y'all. So
Yeah, I've seen a question of how old he is. We reckon he's around 11, going on 12, so he's getting on up there. He's getting so gray.
Yeah, he is. So, Mr. Doug's, remind everybody, hit the like button. If you would, please, we would absolutely appreciate that. That lets YouTube know that, hey, people are interested, and that's what helps recommend the channel. So we appreciate that so much. And Chris says, are we getting an elevator? Well, you laugh. Maybe you might. Not like you're thinking, and not like y'all are thinking. We'll talk about something else in an upcoming episode.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm not joking either,
I love
Chris.
how I find out a lot of different things whenever we're on here.
Yeah, well, that's because you can't kill me. We're live. They could turn you right in. There's proof right here. So I air my dirty laundry while we're live because I know you can't hurt me. So Darren asked, how's the ice maker doing? Actually, it's been doing so well. I've had to unplug the fan because it's been staying almost full. Now, the last 2 days, we filled up coolers and used a bunch of ice, but I still have the fan unplugged. I ran it for about 24 hours, but it is staying topped off, full, doing very, very well. I want to run a series of tests once we get some stable, cool weather to kind of see if it's producing more now that it's cool. That'll give me an idea if it will once it gets in the air-conditioned room. I have some cooler tests that I still want to run. I bought a couple coolers, so we do have things coming. Last couple weeks, I've had zero time to focus on ice maker tests because everything has been about those inspections that we passed. Thank you. So thankful for that. Now I'm kind of making a last ditch effort and rush to get anything in the wall, anything in the house that we desire done before spray foam and sheetrockers come, like literally this week. So as soon as I can get all that chaos behind me, I'm gonna relax a little, do a little more hunting, even though I've already went one whopping day, and I'm gonna do some ice maker stuff too. And I've got some really cool cooler tests that I have been wanting to do forever. Whether people get excited about it or interested in it, it's something that's been curious in my mind. A few things I want to do to see if you can make cheap coolers function as well as high-end coolers. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah. So Mr. Doug says, Tiffany needs a sponsor. Come on, Blackstone. What are you talking about? They gave her a brand new Blackstone today. Actually, Blackstone better look out. I'm building Blackstones now. What y'all think about that? It doesn't work very well.
These could be good advertisement signs.
Yeah, they could be. We don't have the gas hooked up to this one yet, but Blackstone, look out. I'm building Blackstones.
It's a firewood Blackstone.
Yeah, firewood Blackstone. That's right. We would love to get sponsored by Blackstone. That'd be awesome. They could send us a bunch of seasonings and tools and everything else. But no, everything we've talked about with them is just because we like them and we've paid for every cent ourselves for our Blackstone and all the accessories. We are definitely not sponsored by them. But hey, if they want to hook us up, especially for that outdoor kitchen that's coming on that porch over there one day, maybe somebody might put a little bug in their ear. That'd be great.
I love everybody's ideas of what the elevator might be.
Oh, they already guessing now? I hadn't seen yet.
Party deck, a hunting stand.
Ooh, I'm liking all of that. I like that. Wow, so we got somebody all the way from Saudi Arabia, DA7M. Thank you so much for chatting with us. I can't even guess what time it is over there right now. It's got to be, that's way ahead of us. It's got to be like AM time, right? It may even be Monday over there. I know some of our Australian people that jump on, it's always Monday when we're talking on a Sunday, which just blows my mind when you really think about it. Now, I guess it's probably late at night over there right now because we did start earlier today. So welcome and thank you for chatting with us. And let's see here. Hunt and stand on the roof. That says Van Lamont for crystals. I do have a project coming in the future. It's not that, but
Thanks, Crystal.
yeah, no, she's gonna love it. I've got a huge surprise project when the house is done. Huge, something I've been dreaming about. Somebody nailed part of it a while back, just telling me, hey, you need to do something. They got a small part of it. They don't even know what it is. You don't know what it
I
is.
think I do, though. I think you've mentioned it before.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Just depends on if we have money in the budget after this is done. It's not looking promising. But I do have a sweet project that we want to do in the house down the road. So, Crystal, you can kind of be on to something. Not really, but it's going to maybe look like something like that. So, we'll see. There's your hint right there. Let's see here. Yeah, Party Deck says one B Turner. That does sound pretty good, too. So, DeVault Family Living says a bubble foil insert in a cheap cooler works well. Mr. Donald was showing me something a while back. There was a guy that made an invention. It's basically like an insulated lid that slides down in the cooler that supposedly worked quite well. So, the foil wrapper thing may be a good homemade invention to do for a cooler as well. So, Mr. Doug, thank you very much for another very generous donation. He says, here's $50 toward a propane hookup for the new grill right there. Thank you very much, sir. I'll see if I can go buy some plump.
Did you see his comment right before that?
What was
he called it an Andrew Stone.
An Andrew Stone? Yeah, okay. All right, well, I guess I'll take your donation and go get some piping and all and get a regulator and a hose for this and we'll hook it up. I have a feeling it's probably still not going to burn very good or cook evenly, but we'll see if we can make her work. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
So Michael says you're going solar. No, I don't have plans for that just yet. Down the road, I may look into that. We'll see. As the channel grows and life changes and things change, it could push us toward that down the road. But right now, no, that's not my intention just yet. And Darren says they don't have Blackstones in the UK, and it's 9:24 p.m. over there right now, drinking hot chocolate. Well, the hot chocolate does sound good. It is a cool enough time of year for that. Sorry y'all don't have Blackstones. Y'all are missing out. They need to get them over there. Everybody talking about food elevators and other stuff. Yep. So Mr. Donald asked if I use the mask. Nope, because I've only went hunting one time, and I was in the deer blind then, so didn't really need. Actually, I didn't even wear camouflage. When you're in the deer blind, you can kind of wear hot pink or do whatever the heck you want. It doesn't really matter. And it wasn't super cool that morning. Once it starts getting colder, yeah, face mask, things like that. Or once I get my butt in the tree stands back there, I'll use it without a doubt. So Brent says, have you considered running your siding higher than attaching the soffit to the siding? Might be even more waterproof. I have, but the way I want to trim it out and make it look, I want to run the soffit first, then do a hardy trim board, and then run the siding up to that. Just in my mind, I've got it. I'm just thinking about the way I want to trim this out. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it. I think. I could change my mind. Who knows? Now, as far as waterproofing up that high, I'm not concerned about it. Those are 18-inch overhangs, and then the soffit's underneath. Water will never, ever, ever, unless we're getting 100-something-mile-an-hour hurricanes, blow up to there, and I'm going to have it completely sealed off anyways, because those are sealed soffits. Everything's going to be caulked in, sealed up. So I'm not too terribly concerned about that at all. So Van Life says, so you'll be building a treehouse, hunting stand, and water tower. I like your thinking. We're on to something. I like your thinking.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
Yep. So DeVault says you can always use the solar as channel content and have another write-off. There is a lot of truth in that statement. Trying to do this for a living, I do have to constantly think about channel content and things that would be entertaining, educational, or pique people's interest. And boy, is that a heck of a juggling act with this, because at the same time, I can't go getting something that's going to cost way more money than it's ever going to make me back, no matter how much content I produce. But at the same time, you never know when that one thing is what blows your channel up, aka a $370 ice maker, blew the channel up just a little while back. And there's going to be more of those videos down the road, I certainly hope. All right, extension cord, get back here.
Plug it in.
Yeah, plug it in. My cord keeps coming unplugged. So we'll see. I'm not ruling solar out at all. I think I want to get my feet wet with a small solar system down the road, like, for example, maybe a solar-powered ice maker, things like that. Start understanding the basics behind it, the batteries, not the generators. See, I don't even know the terminology correctly. The inverters, things like that. So if I start with a small system and there's eventually good enough tax credits, write-offs, things like that, yeah, we may pursue moving the house more toward off-grid. I don't have a problem with that at all, but it's got to pay for itself because our electricity bills, I'm expecting to be so cheap, it's going to be really hard to justify solar other than emergency and off-grid type
maybe
situations.
even solar stuff for the animal stuff that we'll need.
Possibly.
You know,
there's so many projects coming, y'all don't have a clue. Somebody said the other day that they're going to be so sad when the house is done because, you know, what is there going to be more projects? Oh, y'all don't have a clue. Y'all don't have a clue. We still have decks to build. We're going to put a pool in. We still have an outdoor kitchen to build. We still have this quiet project that I'm not telling y'all about that I've been dreaming about building that's part of the house.
his mind is constantly.
We have animal shelters. I want to build chicken coops. We have goat pens. We have so much stuff to build you wouldn't believe it. And if I can find some of this mysterious money laying around one of these days, we want to add on to the house too. I have a feeling once I'm done with the house, I'm going to be so relieved to finally be done with it. And I bet it's not going to take but a few weeks or a month or two, and I'm going to start getting the itch to wanting to build again. And eventually one of these days, I really want to add on another room or two to the house, whether that be a master suite or 2 bedrooms, carport bedroom. The possibilities are endless with a pole barn house like this. It's one thing I love about it. It's very modular. You can add on and do whatever you want because, well, technically the poles are your structure. So you can kind of add and do whatever you want. But I would like to get an extra room or 2 down the road because I want to start doing more collaborations. I've made a decision to make YouTube my career, and collaborations are a big part of YouTube. I'd love to get Daniel and Houston and a few other people down here and some people from other channels and do some hunting and fishing videos and things around the property, but I need a place for people to stay. I'd like to get Mr. Doug down here one of these days to do a little fishing and hanging out with me. I need a place for Mr. Doug to stay. Of course, he can crash in the loft if I have it done in time. He just got to deal with it. But it'd be nice to have people get their own room. So we're just getting started, y'all. Once we get into the animals, oh my goodness, the projects are going to be endless. We are just getting started with this place. And in case y'all haven't noticed, I can't sit still. I can't sit still at all. I have to have something going on. I have to have a project. Oh my goodness. So I talked for 45 minutes and missed a bunch of y'all's comments, I'm sure. Let's see here. Oh, let's see here. So Mr. Doug asked how the food plots are looking. I will tell you that is going to be one of the next videos coming out. I should have it edited and ready for Tuesday. My current food plot actually browned up quite a bit because we went on a 2-week stretch with practically no rain, which we needed. We really did. Now we've started getting rain again. It should perk up. I just planted another one in the very back, my small food plot, and I've saved up a bunch of animal pictures for y'all too. That seems to be popular. People like watching those at the end of a video. Lots of bears, coyotes, stuff like that. So that video should be out, I'm pretty sure, Tuesday afternoon. So that'll be your update there. Let's see here. Somebody's telling me I got a fire under the pit.
It's just the piece of wood.
Yep, that's the piece of wood that fell out just a second ago. I had some long scrap lumber in there. It was actually some leftover lumber from the storm shelter build that was partially rotten. I've saved a bunch of old 2x6s down there because, well, let's don't waste it, or I'll burn it for firewood too. And I threw a little bit of that old scrap pine in there tonight, and one piece flipped out just a minute ago. So don't worry, that green grass, it ain't burning. I promise you. Yeah, everybody, your ground's on fire. It's burning in the pit. We're good. Trust me, we're good. Green grass, we're good. Now, if this was December or January, we had a few frost and the yard was brown, yeah, I'd be worried because next thing you know, it's taking off out there across the yard. Right. See more of them. You're on fire, everybody. So, biggest lesson I have learned thus far building the house, asked John. Take your budget and double it. That's the biggest. Triple it. That's the biggest thing I've learned. Yeah, you can crunch numbers all you want, but things change. I was actually talking with a friend last night about that, and you go in with the best of intentions. We'd originally started out wanting to do almost a tiny home, to be honest. She wasn't 100% sold on it, but she was at times. I was thinking about it. We thought about doing a nice pole barn, but building like a 700 square foot home in the middle. Because guess what? If you do that around here, you practically have no permits. Like, it's a whole different process if you build it's under 800 square feet. And we have that dream of being 100% mortgage free and working toward being debt free. And we're still working very hard on that. We really are. Oh, where am I going with all this?
The budget.
Yeah, the budget.
You were talking to a friend.
Yep. Then things started morphing. Once you get into a home, you've got this budget, then you realize, hey, I want to do all this extra wiring. Hey, I want to do all this networking. I want to future-proof the house. I want to do thicker insulation than I thought. I want to seal the house up better. I want to frame better. I want better windows. Before you know it, your budget is blown away if you're not careful. And we blew ours away. We'll have to talk about that at the end. We could have built this house so much cheaper than we have now, but I don't regret it. We're making smart financial decisions. We're having to work extra hard, especially somebody right here right now, to make for sure that we're continuing to put money in the bank as it's flying out. We still want to be 100% mortgage free. We've saved for a long time to be that way. But at the end of the day, we're not willing to make the sacrifices financially to not have what we want in a home. And that's been tough, because there's some things we absolutely don't need that we got to be careful about what we spend money on. But like for me, the things that make me sleep better at night, it's the stuff behind the wall that you'll never see. The extra framing, the extra strapping, the extra electrical, that I don't have to tear a wall back out down the road or regrets not doing something. Those things I'm really, really into. Now, we don't need to go buy $10,000 couches and all this other stuff and go crazy. But I guess the biggest lesson is it's the budget. It's the budget, y'all. It's tough. You go in with the best of intentions and things change. Things really do. But stay on top of it. Other than that, probably we'll flip it to a different scenario. There's things that you think are going to go quick that don't. Like the electrical blew my mind. Took 5 times as long to do the electrical in that house as I ever expected. Now, I added a lot of time to it. I was very particular about the way I ran things and all. But then the plumbing, I thought would take 3 times longer than it did. Plumbing was quick. Electrical took forever. So your budget you got to be careful about, and your time frames. That's why everybody's always asking me time frame. I don't put that pressure on myself. We knew that going into this. I won't pick a date, nothing. I've been letting y'all pick dates. By the way, I got to pick a video here very soon to allow y'all to choose a date for a winner, but go into it and be smart about that as well, because anything worth doing is worth doing right, that old saying says. And I don't believe rushing and trying to meet a deadline is going to get me a quality built home, especially me trying to learn and figure all this out. So there was my soapbox right there for building a home. There was 15-minute rants. How about that? And Mr. Doug again.
Thank you, Mr. Doug.
God, Mr. Doug, come on, man. He says, very generous donation. He says, Mr. Tiffany's dinner fund, treat for the boss on Halloween. Well, I tell you what, those dinner funds get used up. Actually, we burnt through every dinner fund you've ever given us in Key West just a while back when we finally took us on our first vacation forever. Oh, we ate like kings and queens down there, whatever we wanted. Thank you very much, sir. I can assure you that will go exactly toward dinner, one of our favorite things to do. We don't care about going out to movies and any of that other stuff, but we both really enjoy food, as you can see by Miss Blackstone right here. We love it. And sometimes it's nice to go out and have people cook for you. You not have to cook.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that. We truly do appreciate it. The Mikey G says, evening Kelley's, looks like you've come a long way. Congrats. And how's the grappler fund going? I have a running total for the grapple fund. It's kind of cooled off here lately. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. But I'm keeping a running total in my phone. We're still definitely not there yet to make that happen. But it'll come eventually, no doubt about that. Actually, I just got a extremely special load of wood in that I could have so used a grapple to get off the trailer. What y'all can't see is it's sitting right there at the top of the hill. Y'all might see that dark spot. That's something very special. I haven't even started recording that episode yet. I've got some really cool stuff coming as far as the people that enjoy the firewood in that part of the channel. This is a load of wood y'all have never seen before, probably not on many or if any channels at all. And I've got some special things I'm going to do with it. But man, I could have used a grapple for that. It's coming. Eventually we're going to get a grapple. We are. So Miss Janet just jumped on from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and says, how's everything going tonight? It's going great. So since you just jumped on, I'm sure there's several people. Here is my costume. We made our Halloween costumes. So Tiffany is a Blackstone, believe it or not.
It's a very large Blackstone.
Yeah,
I can't even get it in the picture.
Well, she's got a 36 model. I upgraded her to a 48-inch model. See, Blackstone ain't even building that, so I built her a 48. And I am an electrical outlet because I always forget to plug in my tools. That's been a running joke on the channel. So long story short, we didn't have time to get our costumes in, so we made them today.
Yeah?
Yeah, we made them. So welcome and thank you for chatting with us on Halloween. Hopefully you're getting lots of candy, Miss Janet. So Robert says, Tiffany, plug him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it. Let's see here. So Miss Claudia just jumped on as well. Welcome. Thank you for chatting with us. And my handy dandy notebook. I still like your name. That's a pretty neat
cool
name. It says, Happy Halloween, and what's your favorite part of Halloween? Hopefully it's not ghosts and stuff. Well, for me personally, I'm not into the whole Halloween thing. I'm not into scary movies and ghosts and goblins and all that stuff. Probably thus the reason we dressed up the way that we did. Halloween, I don't know.
I think my favorite part of it is it seems like we always get a cold front right at Halloween.
Yes, I agree with her.
And
Halloween.
I always remember
favorite
that.
part of Halloween is it's fall, and sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not. But that's my favorite part of Halloween today. It's cool. When I was a kid, obviously it was the candy and trick-or-treating. The older you get, and we don't have children to kind of celebrate that with. I don't know. Favorite part of Halloween is without a doubt, it's just the time of the year. It's the fall. I do enjoy seeing other people dress up. She had a bunch of goofy friends dress up the other day. It was cracking me up. I finally seen that today.
Did you?
Yeah. So it's fun watching that. But it's definitely just the time of year, without a doubt. And it reminds me of, well, fall, Thanksgiving, and most people with the decorations, like with the pumpkins and hay bales and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is without a doubt my favorite time of year. I absolutely love it. All right, so our buddy Cash just jumped on. I keep forgetting he's over in California, so it's probably like lunchtime for him right now, and he's probably got to get used to the time change. But Cash, where you been, buddy? Everybody's been asking about you, wondering how you made it through the storms and all. I told him you did okay. Let's see here. So now you got Mr. Lloyd that just jumped on from Jamaica. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much for chatting with us and all the comments that you constantly leave in the videos that you watch. So we have got people from Saudi Arabia tonight, Jamaica, United Kingdom, I think Australia's on. There's people from everywhere. So thank y'all so much for jumping on the live streams and chatting with us.
And how's this time working out for everybody? Is this a good time?
Shh, don't ask. They may say it's horrible. We can already see we got less people and people jumping on late. Actually, we got a lot less people than normal.
Yeah.
Does that say 53 or 153? Okay, never mind. It says I thought I only had 50 people on. I was like, man, we might better come back to 7 p.m. 153. It'll take everybody a little while to get used to the 5 o'clock time, and it's not.
And it's a holiday.
It is a holiday.
So,
a lot of people probably out with families and
there's that.
enjoying the trick or treat and everything else, which we totally understand. And we understand too that this new 5 o'clock time is not going to work for everybody. Not everybody's on the East Coast and in our time zone, but it does work best for us, especially as it starts getting dark behind us. It throws the lighting off, as y'all seen. Plus, by the time we get on the live stream and it's 8:30, then you're still kind of cooking, wrapping up, got to clean up, get ready for work tomorrow. Next thing you know, you're eating supper and it's 9:30. You need to let your food settle before you know it. It's 11 or 12 before you're trying to get to bed and get up and start your day tomorrow.
Right.
So this really works good this time of year, going to 5 o'clock. So thank y'all for appreciating or understanding the time change that we need. Let's see here. So Eddie jumped on, says, enjoy your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Eddie. We truly appreciate you watching us. And Rodney's on from Alabama. Oh, excuse me. And Big Way Florida said, is the new wood I got mesquite? No, that is actually red oak that I had a while back cut up, let stay sitting on the ground far too long because it started getting way too damp wet and starting to rot some. However, the majority of that wood, that's all the red oak I split this week. A lot of it still had moisture in it. It's still greener than it looks. Yeah, there was some rotten pieces, which I threw over in this junk pile. And by rot, I mean the outside edge started to rot a little. Not the whole piece is rotten. Otherwise, I would have chunked it in the woods. But that's red oak. We don't have mesquite around here. You got to go out to Texas and everything else. But we do have hickory and cherry and oak and stuff like that. The other types of smoking wood. That's what I think of with mesquite. Let's see here. So Sharon says she goes, yep, they go back an hour next week. Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's going to make this look, it's going to throw everything off again because we fall back next Sunday morning at 2 a.m. So it'll be even darker than you see now once we start the 5 o'clock thing. That's why we've got to do it, because before long, about December, it'll start being dark at 5:45 in the afternoon. I hate that time of year. You've got to get up at 6 in the morning to start your day to get some daylight, and then it's dark at 5:45 in the afternoon. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I'd rather have more time in the afternoons. So we got Kansas just jumped on, Ohio. There's a lot of people jumping on all across the country and again all across the world. So that's awesome. Thank y'all for chatting with us. And let's see here. Big Wave Florida says, I meant the wood you needed a grapple for. Hickory. Oh, I can't talk about that wood just yet because that's a very special episode right there. The cord keeps falling off of me. So I just needed it. It wasn't the type of wood I needed the grapple for. It was just because it come in a huge trailer load, and it would have been nice to grab it and get it out instead of dragging it all off by hand and sweating my fat butt off. But I can't talk about the type of wood. It's special. We're gonna have a very special episode toward the end of the week. I'm waiting on some stuff to come to show y'all this. So I don't know. I'm getting excited about wood. Everybody else is probably like, oh, yawn. Okay. The guy's talking about wood, getting excited. What a life. Mr. Doug, what are you doing, man? God.
He's trying to get that grapple.
Golly, Mr. Doug.
Thank you, Mr. Doug.
Golly. Thank you, man.
He has definitely contributed to the grapple fund.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has, without a doubt. But I'm going to wind up getting a grapple because of Mr. Doug. Ain't no doubt about that. Yes, there's a lot of people that's donated. Thank you so much for that. But Mr. Doug's generosity is just,
wow.
it's crazy, y'all. It's absolutely crazy. So thank you so much for that. Speaking of things like that, I'd never seen Maddox get on tonight. He's probably out trick-or-treating. We all know Maddox and Lennox. You know, we've seen that video a while back, and Maddox is on there all the time under his mom's name, Jade. But he had a birthday this past week. Sadly, we could not make it. We had some other stuff going on. But Maddox, if you're watching this back later, first of all, everybody wish Maddox happy birthday if you would.
Happy birthday.
You've got some stuff coming in the mail. And sadly, shipping is crazy right now. So some stuff's going to come this week. Some stuff's going to come next week. But you got you some special things coming, so be looking for that.
Sorry we missed it.
Yeah, sorry we missed your birthday, man. But we want to at least tell you happy birthday on here, and hopefully you watch this back later and see. Actually, I might text your mom and tell her you need to watch this.
Yes.
And hopefully you're missing this because you're out getting all the candy that you can handle right now. I hope so. So, yes, thank you again, Mr. Doug. We're going to add that to the Grapple Fund. Happy birthday, Maddox. Hopefully you're watching this, and thank you, everybody, for getting on and supporting us the way that y'all have. It's been an awesome journey. This YouTube thing has went from a fun little hobby to a community and a lifestyle for us now, so we can't thank you enough for that, without a doubt. Tons of happy birthdays. Awesome. I want to make sure he gets on here and sees this. Let's see here. So Darren says the view of the garden looks fabulous. Watched you cut the grass for the tractor episode. Yep. Now speaking of the garden, the poor old garden.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a follow-up episode because between moles, gophers, whatever the heck you want to call them, that's went and tore the garden up, and rabbits, I've lost just about everything. So I was trying to figure out what was eating up my lettuce, cabbage, broccoli, everything left and right. And keep in mind, I did the tight woven, no climb fence out there for animals. Well, finally one night, Tiffany was out watching bullets, shining a light out there, and there was a smaller rabbit all the way up in the big high bed eating the last of my second planting of lettuce, and they've just about destroyed it. And I haven't been able to find any more. So as far as the garden goes, I don't know that I'm having a fall garden. And here's the crazy thing. She watched the rabbit run off and squeeze through one of those openings in the fence about that big and shoot through it. Because I went out there and was blocking any hole I could find. I couldn't figure out what was going on in the garden. Well, she caught it. It was a little rabbit. So we may have some rabbit episodes coming up here before long. We may cook some rabbit on a Blackstone, y'all. Hey, I fed them. They can feed me. That's the least we can do, right? Let's see here. So, Van Life with Crystal says something very interesting. Double bubble gum will take care of the gophers. Really? I've never heard of that. You hear about these crazy things all the time for nuisance animals, and that could be one that absolutely works. Somebody's seen on the video, I think that I posted today, I bought one of those little gopher spikes and gopher baits, but they pretty much told me they've never had luck with that stuff working. It doesn't work at all. And I may have to try to get some traps and all, because the bad thing about the little gophers and moles and all, they don't care if you got a fence. They dig right underneath it and pop up in the garden wherever the heck they feel like. This is where I screwed up when I built my beds. I should have put chicken wire down or some sort of mesh wire underneath my raised beds before I filled them with compost. Then the little critters couldn't dig up in it. Which honestly, the little moles and stuff that we get, those little guys, they could probably climb through that little woven wire anyway. So that's just life. Everything wants your garden worse than you, I have noticed. That's part of growing a garden, it seems like. So Robert says we should have fried rabbit. That's what I'm saying. We very well may. Powell Driver Outdoors says digging the content. Thank you for jumping on and chatting with us. We appreciate it. Happy Halloween to you if you celebrate it. And I guess, yeah, it's time to take our costumes off. I keep tripping over this one. So one last look of my plug extension cord.
It is a plug.
It is a plug and extension cord. Since I always forget to plug my tools in. Hey, goodness. All right, so the Mikey G says, I've learned so much from this couple. I'm new to owning land and house is beginning. See, pole barn complete, wood processing going on well. Now I have 43 full cords from last year. Holy moly, you've got a serious amount of wood. There's no way you're burning all that. I'm assuming you're going to sell a little. You might as well make you some money. But what you said at the beginning, you've learned so much. That's the awesome thing about YouTube. And a lot of people ask me all the time, how did you learn how to do all this stuff? Honestly, yeah, some of it was childhood and growing up and out of necessity. A lot of it's from YouTube. That's what I love about YouTube. That's what it was originally created for, was DIY content, educational content, and of course, entertainment too. If there ever is something I don't know, like, I don't know, building a house, all this stuff, I didn't know how to do all this stuff. I still don't know how to do all this stuff. Between y'all reaching out, helping a lot of your professionals, between Google, and between YouTube, man, you can figure out whatever you want. You can be entertained. You can learn how to do or make something. I love that. And then you come to communities like this where everybody's typing and helping each other and kind of having their own conversations and emailing in private, and all you wind up building friendships. This is a cool part about YouTube that I never really knew was going to happen until we've kind of gotten involved in this thing. So I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Best of luck with your homestead as you develop it. Enjoy it. That's the best piece of advice I can give you. Don't let it work you. You work it and enjoy it. I love this whole process of developing this place. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So Mikey says there's dwindling wood processors in that area. Well, it sounds like you see an opportunity to jump in and make some money. Get after it. Absolutely get after it. It's hard work, but it's rewarding work. Firewood's fun. You ain't gonna get rich doing it, but you can earn some money, no doubt about that, especially depending on your area. Let's see. So Mr. Doug says gopher bait's tricky. You have to be on top of them. That's what I'm afraid of. You go out there and you see the little tunnels and mounds everywhere. I don't have a clue which one to go to because it seems like they're always on the move. So where you see where they were, well, there's probably no point in baiting that because now they're on that side of the property. And they have showed up in force. I'm talking our driveway's dug up all the way down to the end of the driveway, all the way up the driveway, my garden. They're just everywhere on the property. I don't know why they've just randomly showed up recently. And I've never really had a garden problem with them. Between that and rabbits are everywhere this year. We have so many rabbits, it's crazy.
We have a lot of rabbits.
The most rabbits I've ever seen. And I'm shocked because we have a lot of coyotes and bobcats. Typically, that wipes your rabbit population out. So I don't know what the heck's going on. Who knows?
Hi, Miss Joanne. I hope you're doing well.
Yep, Miss Joanne's on. And Bullet's costume's so cute. Hopefully you've seen ours. I thought mine was pretty cute too. Thank you. And Mr. Doug says he's ready to see the big saw. Myself, I've still got that one log down there. I keep calling it my practice log that everybody says you should keep. It's got too much rot on it. I'm gonna turn it into firewood, but I'm about to go down there and practice a little more. We'll record that, pull the big saw back out, and then my father's got a load of firewood for me as well that I'm gonna try to get hopefully next week once I get some of these subcontractors behind me, and then we'll probably fire up the old 260 Pro, that my mid-size saw. I've been eager to kind of run that, especially since the carburetor rebuild. And then we're gonna get back to splitting some firewood because I have like 4 or 5 empty racks down there, which is not good. Mm-hmm. Now I have 8 totes filled up, so that's good. That's almost 3 cords. Everybody says you can pack a third of a cord in one. I'm just assuming. So that's a good amount of wood, but that is not enough to get us through winter. Between that and a few racks, we may make it. I have a friend that's really wanting a rack and needing to burn a rack. So I got to get some more split ASAP that may be dry enough to burn come late spring, late winter, early spring, I guess I should say, here in a few months. Because our wood still does dry quite quick down here. And I have found once you get a fire, an outside fire, a coal bed in it, it about don't matter. You can burn greenwood in there if you really want to burn some wood. We did that a lot last year whenever we run out of wood.
Oh yeah, we'll burn whatever.
And plus, don't forget about that very special load of wood that I'll be showing y'all at the end of this week. That'll help me out as well. There's you another hint. So 1B Turner says, everybody like a share so we can get the channel over 40K by the end of the year. Thank you very much for that. And I'll admit the channel has slowed dramatically. And that's the way this stuff works out. We did our roller coaster ride where Daniel gave us a shout out a while back. channel doubled in size literally in a week, and then things kind of petered off, and then YouTube basically gave us a shout out, started recommending the ice maker videos, and we, oh my goodness, more than doubled. Viewers shot up, actually about tripled now that I think about it. And then now we're kind of falling back off and plateauing again. It's a roller coaster ride, without a doubt. This thing is.
We're just blessed.
Yeah,
where it's at now.
Yeah, we're absolutely blessed where it's at now, because every time it goes up, it comes back down, but you're at a new stepping stone. That's the way I look at it. More viewers, more things coming in. That's just the way it works. And we'll continue to stair step this thing until I hope and pray one day we get her home. That's kind of the ultimate goal here. And then we can really start diving into more true homesteading, at least as far as we say, with the animals and the more processing. I'd love to get her home. We'd love to get her a cooking channel going, get her that fake Blackstone off, and let her start working on a real one. So thank y'all so much for that. But you're right, buddy. That's exactly what it takes. Y'all are the ones that really have made this happen, by sharing, by liking, by subscribing. That's what gets us noticed. We just make the content. Y'all are the ones really doing the legwork to help the channel grow, and we thank y'all so much for that. We really do. We really do. So Mr. Doug asked, what is our temperature going to be tonight? I think we're supposed to get to 48. It's been in the 40s the last couple of nights. It has felt awesome. Absolutely awesome. I haven't checked today, but I wanted to say when I was in the tractor earlier, I heard the local station say expect 48 tonight. Now, our property, for some reason, is always several degrees cooler than everybody around us, it seems like. I don't know why it is right here, but it is. We could even get a little cooler than that. I don't know if it's the elevation, the open fields, or what. But regardless, low 50s for the next several days. We've had some 40s. Perfect weather. I mean, it's been gorgeous all day long. I've been in jeans and boots, haven't sweated once. This is my favorite time of year right here. I absolutely love it. I'm assuming it's going to be a little cooler for you up there in North Georgia. So, Mr. Donald says, what's out by the woods?
Is he talking about your...
I don't know. I don't see nothing unless you're talking about
the stack. Yeah.
That
probably.
pile right there of very special wood, which we're not going to talk about. We got a special episode coming for that. But other than that, y'all may have seen something run across. Y'all done caught deer running behind us in some live streams. Stray cat come running out here the other night. Yep, Patches. That's about to be no longer a stray cat. He shows up every night now.
I was like, what?
No, I didn't say it like that. He's about to just make this place a home. He's here every night hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. But no, I don't know what you've seen. Hopefully it ain't the bear, because boy, he's been showing up a lot here lately. Let's see here. So yeah, up in Virginia, y'all gonna be 45 tonight. That's kind of crazy. We're all around the same temps all the way down here in Florida. But I bet y'all's day, we got up in the 70s, low 70s a day. Y'all probably didn't get that high. We seem to have crazy temperature swings down here in Florida. And Mikey G says it's good weather to cut wood. Absolutely. That's why y'all see the channel die on firewood during the summertime. I can't go out there and split and cut firewood and be in jeans and boots when it's 95, 100 degrees, 100% humidity. I can't do it at all. It likes to kills me. I hear something. Maybe Mr. Donald does see something. I think I hear a helicopter. That's probably what it is. So Darren says he's found us because of the ice maker. He's now enjoying watching the house build. And what can we do to help with your subscription? Just tell people about us. If you see a video that you like, share it. Share it on Facebook. Share it on any social media. That's the thing. Down beneath these videos, if you'll hit the subscribe button, and more importantly, I don't tell people this enough, the little bell icon right beside the subscribe button. If you'll click on that, it gives you the option to turn on all notifications. So it'll let you know anytime I post pictures, stuff on the community tab, and videos. But more importantly, to help the channel grow, do those things, because YouTube looks at that and says, hey, people are showing interest in this. We'll start recommending it on home pages and other channels more. But share it. There's a little share button right beneath the video too. It'll give you the option to copy the link. You can text somebody. It gives you all these options, makes it really easy. So if there's any content that we make that a family member or friend may be interested in, send them a link. Maybe they'll like it. Maybe they'll subscribe, and that's how the channel grows. That's absolutely how it works.
Our Facebook is kind of growing too, so.
Yeah. Yep. So Facebook's another thing we're really trying to grow. I've been communicating with a lot of y'all over there on that. Some people want to be on YouTube only. Some people want to be on Facebook only. Some of y'all are bouncing back and forth. So that's another form of social media that we're trying to grow. And technically, I'm just being honest, it's another business venture that we're trying to grow, because it's really tough to make a living doing this kind of stuff unless you just have some content that people just eat up, and this lifestyle's not for everybody. We don't make that kind of content, but there's enough people in the world that eventually these types of channels can support people. We're working toward that. But we have to do other forms of social media too. We have to do the apparel and things like that to kind of really grow this business, and that's really what it is.
The Amazon affiliate.
Yeah, the Amazon stuff. And thank y'all to all the people that go to our Amazon store. I don't ever talk about that enough too. That has grown decent recently. Can't speak. If you go to our Amazon link in any of our video descriptions and purchase anything, not stuff that we put on there, if you go click on that link and use the Amazon search bar to buy something that you want, we get a very small advertising commission from Amazon. I mean, it may be a few cents or $1 on a purchase. That's what it is a lot of time. But that stuff adds up and it helps. I've noticed a lot more people have been going to that, and I should say thank y'all a lot more for doing that. That takes all those little type of things. Mr. Doug, Mr. Ron, everybody that's being so generous and making the donations constantly. That's what makes this whole thing work. And again, very, very appreciative for that. So we're talking about a Bigfoot outfit. It says Van Life of Crystal. Here's the funny thing. I wanted one so bad. That's what I really wanted to be for Halloween, because we always talk about Sasquatch. Oh man, I'd love to have a friend hired to be Sasquatch, and we'd just be talking live stream and he'd go walking across back there. Boy, I'd love to see how y'all would act with that. But I bet a good Sasquatch outfit's probably several $100s, and I ain't spending that much.
No.
But I don't know what you're talking about. I have to scroll back up to see your comment there. Yeah, now I'm seeing Bigfoots and teddy bears and everything else there. No telling what y'all are talking about. So Bill says he found us from an Arms Family Homestead. Have you checked out Keeping It Dutch and Hidden Heights? Yes, I have watched Keeping It Dutch off and on. And Hidden Heights, I think I've watched a time or two, to be honest. I can't remember offhand, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm creating so much content, doing so much editing, and involved in this so much, I have very little time to go watch any of my favorite channels anymore. There's just a few that I get to catch now. Hush. We're in the middle of live stream, man. Hush. We got a neighbor driving by on a side-by-side bullet, thinks he is just big and bad. Hey, hush. We're out in the middle of live stream, man. Hush. Yeah, you. Hush. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Mr. Doug says we need hats. I know. I've got to find the time to work on that. I really do. I started to one day this week and got sidetracked immediately. I mean, absolutely immediately. I barely got clicked on the link, was looking at some stitched hats and stuff, and then it was a house thing or something come up, and I haven't went back to it. I've got to work on hats. I really do want hats. Those would be good.
We need to have you a little running list sitting right here beside you.
I already keep a running list. I can't show you on my phone that we're on right now,
visual.
but I keep a heck of a running list. Every day it pops up and reminds me of the stuff that for 3 weeks I've been saying I'm going to do, and my list keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. Then I'll knock a few things off, then it'll grow and grow and grow. I keep a running list every single day, without a doubt. So Chad, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Just made a very generous donation.
Yes.
He says it's not much. No, man, that absolutely
So
is, without a
generous.
doubt.
Thank
It
you.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all what it is. It's extremely generous. Thank you so much. But he said just want to support the channel. Thank you so much for that. And let's see, there's a comment I was just about to respond to. See, Lauren says that comments she thinks helps the algorithm. Absolutely. YouTube looks at all this stuff. I really think that their algorithm, the all-seeing eyes, I call it, looks at the donations, looks at how many people are getting live stream. It looks at comments, it looks at likes, it looks at everything. What it wants to know is, are people genuinely interested in something? Are they interacting with a channel? And that's how they start promoting and pushing you more. And nothing, I mean absolutely nothing. I was talking with Daniel from Arms Family Homestead about this a while back, whenever I was thanking him so much for the shout out. He says, you're welcome. And he says, nothing's ever going to promote your channel as well as YouTube. And he's exactly right. Because while we gained several thousand subscribers from Daniel, which was awesome, and we're still so appreciative, when YouTube decided to promote one video, I mean, we picked up 25,000 subscribers like that. So it's all about getting YouTube to promote you, without a doubt. And that's tough. We're a small fish in a big ocean. This is not an easy lifestyle. It's not, but I enjoy the heck out of it. I really do. This has been the most rewarding job I've ever had. But it definitely takes a lot of work. It's not just get you a camera and start making money.
From the minute he wakes up to the minute he goes to bed.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But thank you again, Chad. everybody, we truly do appreciate the donation. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like they have to donate financially. You're spending your time with us. You're doing those likes and subscribing. Again, that's what supports the channel. So thank everybody for doing that.
Yes.
So Wade says Daniel did a fake Bigfoot in the background a couple years ago. I don't remember that episode. I didn't catch that one, but I think that would be awesome. If it wasn't already used so much, man, I could see myself doing videos with the random Bigfoots just in the background of just random videos. That'd be kind of funny. Let's see here. So Cog Hill Farms is building their own home. Yep, I actually left a few comments and chatted with them. I offered if they had any questions to please reach out to me. They seem like they have a pretty awesome channel going and are living definitely a similar lifestyle as we are. So we need a Bigfoot night hunt video on the channel. That would probably be the video that would get like 10 million views.
Yeah, for real.
But
those Bigfoot videos.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest with y'all, I don't believe in Bigfoot. I don't at all. I can have fun with it. I don't believe in no Bigfoot. Hey, goodness gracious. And Bill says, just want to thank you for your content. He's a disabled vet. Thank you very much for your service.
Thank you.
He spent 42 years in law enforcement. Thank you for your service again there. Hunting and fishing has been taken away because of disabilities, but your content helps. And that's something else I constantly talk about with YouTube. I have people that reach out all the time, whether it be for things like you're talking about hunting and fishing, but a lot of people reach out, hey, I dream to have property one day. I dream to build my own house one day. YouTube is awesome for living vicariously through somebody else, because I did it for years and years and years, dreaming to one day own a piece of property and do this. And whatever it is you're interested in, that's why YouTube's an awesome platform. You can get on there, you can dream, you can think, you can design, you can jot down ideas. It's a cool place. Yeah, there's junk here and junk on other social media. We've all seen it. I don't even want to talk about the spam that we had last weekend. It may pop up tonight, but there's crap around everywhere. But then there's a really good side of it too. And there's, as you can see, a lot of awesome people too. So we thank you for that. We're very happy that you're enjoying the channel. We really are. You talk for a second. I'm cottonmouth.
We do not have a grass fire, by the way.
Oh, everybody's still asking about the fire? See, Bullet said they're peeing on it right now. He's going to put it out for us. No, we had a piece of wood flip out a minute ago. As y'all can see, the yard is green as can be. Bullet ain't going to go burn himself. He don't like fire like that. That's where there's a coal still burning over there, probably burning green grass. Yes. Where it flipped out a minute ago. We're good. I promise you. I promise you. So Mr. Doug says Bigfoot is real, and he's bringing him with him next spring when he comes down. All right, well, we'll see. You're going to have to make me a believer. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it at all.
Somebody said there was a deer above me, but I don't see it.
There's a deer?
You see it on your side?
I think y'all might be seeing that wood pile back there that's glistening in the sun.
Yeah, it almost looked like there was something right here, but I don't think that's anything, so.
Nope, no deer.
Okay.
Get my rifle, babe, just in case. We might be eating in that. And that's what they're asking about. Is that Mr. Dawson? Is that a deer above Tiffany right there? Nope. That's the sun on some kind of dead pine straw hanging back there. He said, oh, it's okay. I was just checking. Don't worry, I got my rifle right here. We're going to get that deer. I'd probably get my whole channel shut down.
Yeah.
Hunt a deer live. Oh, I can't do that. So I'm a survivor. Sanctuary, assuming you're talking about, said used a Bigfoot on their channel last year. I'm familiar with their channel as well. So see, too many people have used it. I got to come up with something different. I got to come up with something absolutely different. Yeah, Southern fire suppression, says Levi. Yeah, peeing on things. It's what we do. It's what us guys do. So Erica says, headed to the movies to miss the trick-or-treaters. Keep up the excellent content. Erica, you're supposed to stay home and give all those trick-or-treaters all your candy. What are you talking about? I'm locking up the house and going to the
Turning
movies.
all the lights off. Shut that down.
All right, well, be careful out there driving to the movies. I bet town's going to be crazy tonight. Let's see here. All right, y'all. Y'all got any more questions?
Yeah, we might go ahead and get dinner going and enjoy the fire before it goes out.
All right, now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Got any more questions? Otherwise, we might be about to wrap this thing up. Like Tiffany said, we're going to enjoy us a fire tonight and some broccoli and cheddar soup.
Yes.
I ain't had that in a while.
And grilled cheese.
Yes, grilled cheese.
Grilled ham and cheese if you want it.
Yes.
Yes.
I was just about to say,
yeah.
I'm a meat fanatic. I have to have meat with every meal, but the one meal I'm willing to go without meat is a
grilled ham and cheese.
grilled cheese and broccoli and cheddar soup.
Yeah.
But she just offered to put ham on it. So I guess I'm going to have my meat tonight, without a doubt. So I think we're about to enjoy
So,
that.
Chris, we have your cheese.
Yes.
Lots of cheese.
Yes, Chris.
Oh,
Cheese.
Chris has a very important question.
When's the house going to be done? I ain't got to look. I already know what Chris is going to ask. Chris, the house is going to be done when you get your butt down there and help me get it done. What you think about that? You keep talking about showing up. I ain't never seen you. Where you at? Did he really say, yep, when's
Yeah,
the house
he
going to be
said
done?
that.
Of course he did. Oh, goodness trees. Oh, goodness trees. I'm breeding pecan trees. So, Keto says, do pecan trees make good firewood? They do, but what they make even better is smoking wood, cooking wood. I don't never waste a pecan tree for firewood. You save that for smoking wood. Oh, it gives an excellent flavor on special stuff like fish. Oh, let's see here.
Lisa, that was a very nice comment. Thank you. She said, y'all make my week so much better.
Yeah, well, y'all
That
make
was
our
nice.
week too. We
Yes.
really do enjoy chatting with y'all. So I guess we are going to jump off. We're going to go get our supper ready. Like I said, stoke this fire back up. You see bullets back there begging for a bigger fire. And we're going to enjoy our night. It's, again, favorite time of year. So we've knocked it off early enough for y'all to go out and do your trick-or-treating and get your candy. Hopefully y'all have a safe night doing that. Thank y'all so much for chatting with us. Thank you everybody for the generosity.
Thank you so much.
It's been
y'all.
amazing. Thank you for everybody that's trying to help support the channel and talking about doing the likes and sharing. All that is equal to us without a doubt. So we thank y'all so much. I have a ton, and I mean a ton of videos coming. I've got more content now than I've had in a while, but I'm just going to go ahead and forewarn y'all. I'm having to build it up a little, and videos are going to be days behind because we're getting back in another one of those months to where we've got so much going on with all the holiday get-togethers, weddings, all this stuff coming up. Videos may start getting sporadic again over the next couple of months because November and December, as we all know, those are crazy times of the year. There's just so many get-togethers and things going on. They could get a little sporadic. But we'll see y'all next week, next Sunday at 5 p.m. We plan on being here for another live stream and have really enjoyed chatting with y'all.
Yes.
Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all so much.
Nice.
See ya.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!